My hair good? A nice cut? Okay, so today's been a real nice day. I think it's day 13, if I'm counting that correctly. Today, I'm just feeling great. Just feeling so great, man. I just finished my day off with playing the guitar, just playing some rock songs on my guitar, and I was just going crazy. And I'm a bit high right now, high off of guitar. And man, just like today, man, I just had a real nice day. A real amazing day, and I feel great. Although, like, I have an excruciating back pain right now. I went to jujitsu practice yesterday and I really went a bit too far. And every time I sneeze, like, my back just strains up and it just hurts like crazy. But I'm still having a great day. You know why? Because today is a day off for me. And I didn't have school today. And what I realized is that when I don't have school, what I did today, I just went to Starbucks, woke up. I didn't even eat anything. I just went to Starbucks straight in. And I was there for 3 hours so I was studying CSS, which is computer science. So I was coding for like 2 hours straight. And then I also worked on my um, concepts for calculus. So I was trying to study these calculus concepts, homeworks, and then psych, because we have a quarterfinals coming up next week. So I was just straight up grinding right from when I woke up. I woke up today and felt like, man, today I'm gonna crush the day, man. I feel so productive. Like, I have this morning all free to me. What would I do? What am I gonna do? I don't want to spend my time in my house doing nothing. And I could have made plans with friends just to hang out, but I didn't feel like hanging out. I felt like, would I be satisfied if I hang out with friends and just spend the day normal? Or will I be satisfied if I do the work that I need to do to get me forward in life? And that's exactly what I did. And so, yeah, I was at Starbucks till 12:30, and I came back home, ate my brunch, and then I practiced my violin for like half an hour, 45 minutes ish, which is really rare because I never practice my violin. I'm always demotivated to practice violin. I'd rather play guitar. But it's not that bad playing violin. The reason why I hate violin is because I don't practice, and every time we rehearse at orchestra, I just don't know what I'm doing because I never practice. If I practice, I feel good because I know what to play. It's not rocket science. It's so stupid how, like, I was feeling bad. I was feeling so lazy to play violin because I didn't practice. Duh. So I did practice a little bit, and I put my minutes in for that, and then right after that, um, what did I do? Yeah, so I played the violin, and I went straight back to a different Starbucks, and I studied coding for like 2 hours straight there. And I got a lot of things done. I learned a lot about CSS, which is like styling on like a website or an app. And so I got so much stuff done in like 5 hours. And I didn't feel, before, like me, before, I would be like so distracted and I wouldn't even want to focus, sit on the seat for like a whole hour. But today I just felt so productive because I cut out my phone. Every time I go to do something that's meaningful, like work or like, have like a study session, I turn my phone off. The biggest reason why I was feeling bad about myself is because all of this. And this, what I really want to do is I want to throw this away. Like, you don't need that. You don't need a phone in life, in my opinion. Because, well, as you grow into adulthood, you need to have a phone to contact, these different people. But right now, at this stage of life, I need to focus on my dreams and my goals, you know? It's not the time to focus on random things on social media. Whatever that guy said, whatever that, superstar said, or a basketball player said, or a famous model said, who the hell cares? You gotta take responsibility of your own time and own it. And once you do that, it just feels so amazing because you actually lived the day for yourself. And I felt freaking amazing after that 2 hours Starbucks session. I went back home and then got my haircut. I ate my dinner, and then, you know, I was studying some BJJ. Since I'm kind of injured, and I probably have to rest for like good 2 weeks or more to fully heal, which is obviously my fault for going to BJJ class, going training, and making it worse. But I'm okay resting for 2 straight weeks because I have more time to work on my computer science skill development, and I can work on my brand, my personal brand, and really make some strategies and different things, like start on something new to actually grow my brand, the clothing brand as well as the personal brand, to showcase who I am to the world. And you need to have like a set system and frameworks to get that out systematically, like this one. Okay, so I have more time now because I don't have to train, and it kind of sucks not training because I don't want my growth. I don't want to stop my growth in muscles and my skills at BJJ. I want to keep moving because if I don't move, it makes me feel depressed. If I don't exercise, it just makes me feel like I'm a freaking loser. But right now, I found something else which is working and learning, and that's a whole lot of different um like kind of type of work. But I feel energized, getting things done and learning things when nobody else is watching. Just makes me feel like I'm just stepping forward, step by step. And yeah, like today, I was watching BJJ videos. Like I had time to watch videos and learn about different moves, different beginner, moves, and that's given me a lot of knowledge about different things. So when I go back on the mat, I kind of know what to do. And yesterday, let me just tell you my BJJ class yesterday. I had the amazing session ever. And I was going against my friend who goes to the same high school and who's in the same class as me. And he's a little bit bigger, but he's been doing jujutsu a little bit more than me. But I was able to, you know, kind of fight off against him and do some little techniques that I've learned myself, getting back control, doing the chokes. I got the armbar done for the first time. I was able to do the scissors and able to get up from a full mount, did the bridge. So I was just having so much fun. Like what I was learning, I was able to execute it on the mat on a full round, which just felt so amazing. And it was worth my back, being effed up. And it low key hurts right now, but it doesn't matter. The pain will go away. I just have to rest a little bit. And while I'm resting, I want to get more work done and get myself ahead. And so one more good news is that I got into University of Washington, which is the first school that I got in. The email came yesterday. And I just opened up. It just said congrats. So I was like, oh, got into University of Washington. So that's the first one out of 15, not 15. I think I applied to 12 or 13 schools, but one out of that many that I got in. Everything else, I'm still waiting for a decision. Um, I mean, at least I have somewhere to go other than UH. I would love to go to Seattle, see what's up there. It's not really that hard of a school to get in. I think the admission rate is pretty high compared to the other schools that I've applied to. So, you know, just glad. I'm just glad. Like, I'll see how many schools I get into throughout my throughout this month and earlier early April. We'll see. But man, like, when you're doing the right thing and when you are putting in that effort, that work every single day, like each day, just today in general, it just feels fucking great. Just feels so fulfilling. Like the amount of fulfillment I had today is equal to like the last 3 4 days of school, because I've used my time for myself, for my own growth. And I've figured out like what I want to do is I want to grow, you know? If I have a free time, what would I do? I would use it to grow, you know, and learn different skills, become a better speaker, keep filming, play my guitar. I was playing my guitar and it just feels so amazing, man. It just feels so amazing. I just love playing guitar. And yeah, so three things in life that I want to get better at. One is business, which is money. So for me creating a personal brand first, and then transitioning it into, let's say like a clothing brand. So at the same time, I'm learning different skills. So right now I'm learning coding, step by step, and I made a great progress. I made such a great progress today on coding. And so, I want to get that skill. I want to intake that skill as quickly as possible and really become good at it so that I can even apply that as a job and make some income while learning another skill and combining it and skill stacking it. So in the future, I have like pretty good amount of knowledge in all these different skills, which is a very valuable thing if you want to make yourself competent from others. So coding, and then number two, which is physique. So that's what I've been working on a lot. In the 2 weeks of or more of rest days, what I can do is I can bulk up to like 165 pounds. That's like 4 kilograms or so. I am currently around 157 ish. So that's another like 8 pounds to gain, which isn't that bad. Like if you're not doing cardios, if you're not doing like a lot of strength training, a lot of the food and the calories you that I intake will turn into fat. So it's not that hard for me to gain weight, and it's a perfect opportunity for me to eat and get bigger, get fatter. And then when I get back on the mat, when I can start training, I can, I can start to cut. So massive bulk. Actually, I made that goal to get 165 pounds, and it's going pretty well. I'm gaining my weight slowly. And at this rate, I think I can get to 165 in April-ish, which is pretty good. I mean, it's only been 4 months, and at the start of this year, I was only like 145 because I was training for the marathon. So I was just maxed out on cardios and a little bit more of so strengths too, but like cardio was my main thing, and then now I'm like doing zero of that. So I'm gaining a lot of weight, getting a bit fatter, bigger, which is nice. And number three is social life. So becoming a better speaker, becoming a better communicator, which I am practicing daily in front of the camera. And it's actually helping me well because I can express my thoughts clearly, and I can practice using different words to, you know, to describe different things, which you never practice when you don't when I'm especially for me, I'm at home I don't talk in English. So if I don't practice, it's just gonna get worse. I'm not gonna be there's no improvement, right? So that's why I need to set a time in my day where I can practice talking in front of the camera and really trying to be more articulate. And being articulate is such a necessary skill if you want to become successful because you need to share your ideas as clearly as possible. You know, as an entrepreneur, if you want to become an entrepreneur, your idea needs to be understood by anyone. You know, it's got to be understood. And if you can't clearly state what you want, you're not going to get it because you have to ask to get it, right? If you don't know what you want, if your desire or if your goal isn't clear, then nobody's going to know what you want and nobody's going to give it to you, give you the opportunity, give you the chance, give you the money, right? And so it's a good like high leverage skill to practice earlier in adulthood, because I know for me like it's been something that I hated the most. Communication is the thing that I just felt like I was so trash at. I was so shitty at. And I detested like being articulate, being loud and being, open the most. I grew up thinking I'm a quiet boy, I'm a shy boy, just reinforcing in my mind that I am that quiet guy, that calm and timid guy. And really, I'm not really that. I'm not really all of that. It's time to redefine who I am. And so, those three things plus guitar, artistic, and creativity. That's a big part of what makes me who I am. I love playing guitar, I love music, play the violin as well. I do a lot of different things, and that's one of it. And plus, alpha, I do meditation in the morning, cold shower. That's like a necessity, to start off the day. Cold shower that sets your nerves. After you get up, you're kind of lousy and grouchy, and when you take a cold shower, it just makes your mind sharp, clear. And so that's what you need. And then meditation in the morning keeps you, focused and grounded of what you want to do throughout the day. Meditation, just try it. Just try it for 5 minutes. You can make 5 minutes out of your day before you go to school. I do it all the time before I go to school, because school is the place where I get the most anxious, and where I start to think about different things that I don't have to care about, and all these different dramas and different people that I care too much about. Okay, so I practice meditation before I go to school. Number three, I read. I start reading. Before going to bed, with this, lighting, you don't really want too bright of a light. So, and then you don't really want to overstimulate yourself watching YouTube and stuff. That's what I did all the time, like watching YouTube, scrolling on phone till I go to bed. Not that bad, but like I just used to listen to YouTube videos, podcasts before going to bed, trying to stimulate myself. But the point of um, going to bed is to rest your mind, your body. And you're doing the opposite if you're going on YouTube or if you're going on TikTok or Instagram before going to bed. You're not going to get good sleep. And when you don't get good sleep, then your performance the day after will decrease, and then you're going to feel more it just makes you feel shit, and then it's just a negative loop of just being, you know, slouched, not knowing what to do, like just a negative loop that you want to get out of. So at the same time, I wanted to study successful people. So I read, right now I'm reading Can't Hurt Me by David Coggins, and it's just so It's so interesting to learn about, these successful people's lives, these people that make real impact in the world. They go through so many different things, and I'm just intrigued by their lives. Okay, so that's kind of the things that I've been focusing on right now, other than school. Like, school is not everything, man. School is not everything. Your grades, do they matter in 5 years, in 10 years? Do they matter? No. Your high school friends, do they matter? Highly likely no, because you'll be moving out, you'll be going to different places, you'll be going into, a different field of work or job, and everyone else is going on in their own life. And it's nice to have these people around you, but realizing that I'm about to end high school in 2, 3 months, I feel like what I need to focus right now is my goals, my dreams, and actually creating a company that I can be proud of, that I've been waiting so long in my life to start, but never took that first step. And just getting out of your comfort zone and meeting new people. You know, I always think like the friend group I have is everything right now. I need to, you know, make the best out of these friend groups. No, you don't have to. You don't have to make the best out of high school. Like, life is going to be 10 times more fun once you get out of high school, once you're out of your parents' reach. But in order for you to have fun and actually achieve things and do things that you want to do, you got to work hard to achieve it. You got to work hard to make yourself valuable in the market so that you can earn money and then you have the financial freedom. It's hard to get to that level in life, but if you put your mind and your entire body and mind and focus into materializing, actualizing your goal, then life will just get so much better. And what you can't get back is time. Every single day, time just keeps going by, and each day, I feel like if you don't put in that work, you're missing that opportunity to get the life you want. You know, I'm just asking, are the people in my school who I want to spend the rest of my life with, or like a whole year with, would I live with them? No, we're just there because we're in a school environment. It's just we're just friends because of proximity, and we don't really share. Like, there are people that share, like, same values. They've been growing up since childhood, but I've been transitioning school like 3 times already, and I'm just going on my own path, and I think it's totally fine. Like, people might see me as less friendly in a way, but I don't want to cover myself up with glitter and act all friendly, which just makes me feel like I'm not who I am. I don't feel grounded. And real friendship comes from authenticity. And if I'm not authentic, then I don't think real friendships will form. So what I gotta work on is I gotta work on my own shit. And the right people, they will come to you. You'll attract them. As you build your skills and your life and your reputation and you know your character, the right people will come to you. You'll attract them. And there's no need to worry about, oh, I need to make friends right now, or like, I need to get this, I need to get that. That's just all scarcity mindset. You won't achieve the best if you're in a scarcity mindset, and I've been in scarcity mindset the whole entire time. So what you gotta have is abundance mindset, and that's a good lesson. That's a great lesson that I've learned. I've been thinking about everything that I've been thinking about. I'm like, oh, I'm lacking this. I'm lacking this skill to get money. I'm lacking money. I'm lacking confidence. I'm lacking reputation, followers. I'm lacking communication skills. You know, if you're in a scarcity mindset, you'll never feel fulfilled. Abundance. I have all these amazing traits. I'm doing this today. I've done all of different things today. I've put in that work, for today. And I feel great. I just feel great. That's the mindset you gotta have, right? Like I got a nice fresh haircut, and I feel great. I'm ready to go to bed, get some work done tomorrow too, and keep grinding. And just wait until your life changes and you get to where you want to be and you meet the right people and you know life just gives you that present. Yeah. So anyways, I think I've talked enough for today and I'm ready to crush tomorrow. Get myself some sleep and crush the day tomorrow. Yeah. So anyways, thank you guys for listening today. Just had an amazing day. I hope you guys had an amazing day as well. Anyways, without further ado, peace out.